Good morning. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, people? So look, y'all, it's a new day. It's Tuesday. We're going to make it through the week. No worries, right? We're going to get this thing done. Happy Tuesday. Can y'all believe that football season's over? This is it. We're done. It's a wrap. When Doc say it's a wrap, it's a wrap. No more football season. So what are we going to do? We got to get up and get out, man. Do something. Occupy. Now, fellas, we got our weekends back open, our Sundays back open. No excuses. Get out here and do something productive, positive. Enjoy your day. Happy Tuesday. God bless. How are you guys getting your day started today? Who's on? Somebody said good morning to me. I want to give shout outs. I want to say what's up to folks. It's just another day, folks, but it's going to be a good one. You got to go into it with that mindset. You got to wake up knowing that, look, man, today going to be a good one. What's up, April? Today going to be better than yesterday. I'm going to get done whatever I got to get done this week because, that's the only way to get to the next step. You can't skip steps in this life thing. There aren't that many, it ain't that many people just skipping ahead to the next level. It ain't no skips. You got to live this thing. You got to do it. You got to experience it. So we're going to talk about a few things today. I wrote some stuff down today so I don't have to look up as much. I've been getting feedback. They say, man, stop looking up so much. So I wrote some stuff down, but I want to remind you guys of the themes of the week. And who knows? I may not do. Let me turn this down a little bit. Rocking. These are good beats, man. Let me see if I get this video back. I lost it. There we go. So, I'm not gonna do a theme of the week every week, but man, this one was fitting. It was Super Bowl week, and I wanted to continue to use it, and I just wanted to continue to drop it on you guys. Players win games, teams win championships. Players win games, teams win championships. And so yesterday we talked a little bit about you as the individual. Of course, actually that's where I like to start. I like to start with the basic stuff in the morning, You as the individual, are you taking care of yourself in the morning? Did you talk to somebody you need to talk to help you get your day started? Did you do some push-ups this morning? Did you do some jumping jacks, some stretches? I didn't do none of those things. But I can talk to y'all. This is my exercise in the morning. Talking to you guys, I'm exercising my muscles, exercising my mind, getting my day started. This is how I love to get my day started now. And this has become a healthy habit of mine. But how are you getting your day started? And for one, I appreciate you guys who are listening. And so I appreciate you guys doing that. But how are you getting your day started? What are you doing to make sure that when you walk out the door, you're on a better foot and you're not walking out on shaky grounds? It sucks to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And I understand it happens. So if it happened, I would say try to find something in the morning that is like sort of like something that brings you back to a place of peace. If it's grits, if it's oatmeal, if it's cereal, when you cut up the bananas and you put the bananas in the cereal to make it just special, then do that. Whatever's going to help you get your day started right with a clear mind. Some people can't even talk in the morning without a cup of coffee. So you got to know yourself, know what works for you, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself, man. Work-life balances are important. Prayers. That's just the first thing I should have said, Dwight. You saying your prayers in the morning. Just be thankful. Good morning, Liz. What's up, Carl? Good morning, bro. So yesterday we talked about a few things for the individual. You as the player, playing your game, being an all-star player, being a breakout teammate. And a few things that we talked about is making sure that you never give up, right? That you don't count your blessings too early. And a few other things I talked about is, and I do want to come back to these, is the whole teach, help, and assist thing. And if wherever you're at in your community, you make sure that you're in a position to teach others that need to be taught, help the people alongside of you, and you make sure you're able to assist those who need assistance, especially your leadership. Assist them so that the team can come together and be a whole. And what that really brought me to, oh, here it is today, I forgot. What that brought me to today is this question. Here's the question for y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all want to think about this? Remember, the theme is that players win games, but teams win championships. So here's my question. What is the nature of your team? What's the current state of the team? What's the current nature of your team? I'm not talking about your professional team. I'm talking about the several teams that you're on. I could be funny about it and say, hey, Team Light Skin. You know how they got Team Light Skin. And then, but on a more personal level, some of you light skin, y'all are on Team Light. That's your team. But there are some more personal teams that you actually can that you directly impact on a day-to-day basis. And when I say, and I ask you guys, what is the nature of your team? What is the state of your team? You got to be honest with yourselves. You got to be honest with yourselves. Can your team tighten up? Right. Too much operating in silos. But can your team tighten up? What is the state of your family? And I don't want to get in everybody's business, but here are a few teams that I feel like should be tight. I mean, the tighter that this team, and when I say tight, I mean on point. What's up, Eric? I mean on point. I'm talking about people take care of their responsibilities, people pulling their weight, people coming prepared with fresh new ideas, bringing fun in games. Do you have family fun night? X, Y, and Z. So what is the state of your team? What is the state of your family? How is relationships with mom, dad, grandma, auntie, cousins? That supposed nuclear group, your inner circle of family. Exactly. Okay, that's a good one, Marcus. I'm gonna definitely bring that one. I'm gonna definitely come back to that. Because it leads to this. What is the state of your friends, your inner circle? Marcus mentions that his team, everybody's really being approached with different opportunities. So he says, so the tough part is, do we stick together and keep doing what we're doing, or pursue individual career that can be equally or more rewarding later? It's a good point. Hold on to that. Because I think the do we stick together part, Marcus, is definite, right? You can definitely stick together, even if your careers take you in different directions. You'd be surprised at how many careers end up intersecting later in life. And I mean, honestly, I could take two careers that aren't necessarily naturally in your mind related and make them work. I mean, you could have someone who is the athletic director at a college or university. And Marcus, let's say that's you. I know that you're into sports. You're an athletic director at a college university. Another friend of yours goes off and breaks off into construction. Because for whatever reason, that's where he breaks off, but he ends up becoming a really big deal in construction. Maybe he's like a VP or somebody, or some type of relations manager at some major construction company. And who knows, lo and behold, one day, Marcus, your college university wants to build a brand new turf field right from scratch. They want to rip out the whole field and put a new field in. And here you go. You notice you got this buddy, one of your closest friends. You're the head athletic director at this school, and one of your buddies does construction. His company could come in and do the construction. I mean, and that's definitely a part of sticking together. And, you know, so, I mean, it's okay. Your friends are people's careers are going to splinter and go in different directions, but you know who your nuclear circle is. You know who those people are. That's your team, and that team needs to be taken care of. And so even if you dive off and go into a different profession, and you have a friend that's going into a profession that's not necessarily yours, that doesn't mean you don't support that profession. You support that grind to the best of your ability, because you're a team, right? Your teams, some teams are meant to be temporary. You know, you have your work teams. You might work on a work team. You might join a little club or something like that. Even sports teams are temporary sometimes, and ideally, those bonds can become lifelong friendships. But there are other relationships, family, friends, your spiritual family. If it's not church, your nucleus of people that you can go to with your spiritual concerns. These teams are teams. These are the circles that you got to have on point. And here's what I mean by have on point as I'm talking to you guys is, what are you bringing to the table for that team? I'm not talking about checking your team, even though your team should be open to being checked by you if you're a member of it. But know that you are strengthening that team. You are an important member of that team. And so what you bring to the table, it really matters. And here's the point of it all. Here's the point of it all, right? What's the state of your team? We talk about being great players, and we talk about winning championships. And this whole conversation reminded me of 5 Heartbeats. Because in 5 Heartbeats, my boy, one of the like underlying themes of 5 Heartbeats were these breakout stars, like these breakout players. And somebody that came to my mind was Flash. But Flash's album was named, what was it? It was Flash. It's Lonely at the Top. That was Flash's album. And Flash was the man. But he ended up having an album, and the title of it was It's Lonely at the Top. So as players, I want everybody to make it to the top. I want everybody to get their flash on. I want everybody to be able to, like Marcus said, break out from the group and go in different directions, but still maintain a sense of loyalty and relationship to the team that has helped them get there and help keep them strong and help push them along the way. To the end of, I'm telling you, my point is this: you protect your team, you stay loyal to your team, you work with the people that the people that you know are good for you, and you'll get to the top faster. You'll get to the top faster. I've had 2 or 3 jobs off of connections I've had, people I've known. I got some jobs on my own. I've helped people get jobs. I mean, connections, guys, are but not just connections, real friendships. We talking about your real team here. I'm not talking about somebody you randomly just be on the street. I'm talking about your real team. If you got somebody that you know you tight with, that's your homie, and y'all ain't talking, or y'all beefing, or you got mom and dad and cousins, and y'all not talking, and y'all not building or working your relationship. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling y'all, hopefully, over time, you guys see that your strongest assets are within the team that's been riding with you the whole time. And loyalty is one of the most important things here. I mean, of course, skills and assets and what they really do have to bring to the table is important. But loyalty, somebody that's not going to try to harm you or the team. But yeah, guys, so I'm just saying, man, I just love that theme of teams winning championships. And I know that with the right group of people around you, if you're dynamic already, if you're already bringing your A game and you're doing your part, then and you can get that energy to spill over into the team around you, you guys are going to do great things, not just as individuals, but as a team. And then, as a family, and then as a community, or as a church family, and then bigger and bigger and bigger is how it should work. All right, so Black History quote of the day. All right, Booker T. Washington, my man. Booker T. Washington had a quote. I'm going to share this quote, and then I'm going to share another quote from Booker T. Washington with you guys. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Heidi? Stephanie? What's up, Cuz? What's up, Chanel? What's up, Vince? Vince, I ain't seen you in years, man. Good to see that you on. Good morning, yo. Vince said, without support, people walk away the fastest. Walk away too fast. That's on point. Support to the fullest, no matter what direction they're going. Support, man. You got to support people in their walk. And, and sometimes you got to remember that people do have to choose which direction they're going to go in for themselves. You can't just push and pull people into the direction you want them to go into, even if you feel like it might be better. Sometimes you got to support people's journey. And sometimes that journey might take them down some pits. But if it's theirs, then so be it. What's up, Tony? The topic is Players win games, teams win championships. And it's the self-reflecting question was, and usually my self-reflecting questions are just about you as the individual, but the self-reflecting question was, what's the state of your team? So Tony, what's the state of, the relationships with your nuclear family, your closest friends, your church, the sports groups you belong to, your work relationships? What is the nature of those relationships? And are those teams, those groups that you belong to, those core groups in your life, are they tight? Are they maintained the way they need to maintain? And are you bringing what you need to bring to the table? All right, Booker T. Washington, quote. He said, Booker T. Washington said, I love these quotes, man. We should all rise. We should all rise. We should all rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness, by Booker T. Washington. We should all rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness. I'll repeat it one more time. I think this is an easy one. We should all rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness. And that was by Booker T. Washington. And I'm gonna challenge you guys. So here's the challenge. Out of this quote, I'm gonna make a challenge out of this quote, and then I'm gonna share a little bit more about Booker T. Washington and another quote of his, because I found it was good and I want to share it. I still got a few minutes. So here's the day's challenge. Listen to this quote from Booker T. Washington. We should all rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness. And I'm gonna remix his quote a little bit, just a little itty bitty tweak, because this isn't good enough the way it is. This isn't doing for you guys what I think the quote can really do. So here we go. Challenge of the day. We're going to replace "we should all" with "I will." All right, guys, today I will. We're going to place "we should all," those three words, with "today I will." And that's the challenge of the day. Y'all ready? Here it goes. Today I will rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness. So here it is, guys. This is it. This is the challenge today. Today, I will rise above the clouds of ignorance. That means you need to ask questions sometimes, because sometimes you just don't know. Narrowness. That means sometimes your view is too closed-minded, and you can't be so narrow. Maybe you need to be a little bit more open-minded. Can't always do things one way. There are other ways to get things done. And selfishness. Selfishness is a given, guys. Like, come on, stop it. So that's just an excellent quote. So there you go, guys. Today I will rise above the clouds of ignorance, narrowness, and selfishness. All right, a few more things about Booker T, and then I'm gonna still leave you guys with a few more good, just a few more little gems to take with you. I get gems from songs and stuff, but it is Black History Month. All right, guys. So Booker Taliaferro Washington was an American educator, author, orator, and advisor to presidents of the United States between 1890 and 1915. Washington was a dominant leader of the African American community during that time. And yes, I got this from Google, but this is basic general information. Sometimes, when you throw out some names and you say Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, or everybody is not Googling Booker T. Washington, unfortunately. And he's one of the regulars that we do get to hear about. But even still, not enough. And so when you do Google Booker T. Washington, one of the early quotes on here is pretty dope. And I want you guys to hold yourselves accountable to this quote. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, by the obstacles as by the obstacles which he has overcome. Let me rephrase that. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome. Character, not circumstances, makes the man. And then another quote, he says, few things can help an individual more than to place responsibility on him and to let him know that you trust him. So, I just think that Booker T. Washington was dropping gems, man. And that generation was blessed to have him. Um, Signing out, man. I'm getting ready to go, guys. Let me see. I got a few things on here. What's up, Dwight? What's up, bro? If you give as much to the team as the team gives to you, everyone benefits. So Tony says, I think if you give as much to the team as the team gives you, everyone benefits, no matter if it's you leading or following. Man, there's so many ways. There's so many different types of leadership, Tony. And you know, leadership isn't always from the front. That's a whole nother conversation. I'll save that. Leadership isn't always from the front. Sometimes it's from the middle. Sometimes it's from the back. But I'm telling you, you lead by your contribution to the team. Because without that contribution to the team, there is no team. Trust me, it starts to fall apart. All right, guys. A few things I want to leave y'all with. We had a good Black History quote. I went on a great rant. I went on a good rant today about family, holding your teams down, making sure that it's, you know, that you guys are, everybody's operating on all levels. But a few other things I wanted to share with you guys. Listen, y'all gonna have challenges out there. Y'all gonna have naysayers. Y'all gonna have people that say that's never been done before, or where you come from, things like that just don't happen. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yeah, Carl, I know there's more, but all of that needs to be studied. Don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe what they say about you. All right? And Drake said, what? He said, don't believe the rumors and what they assume. Don't believe it. You got to know yourself, man. You got to know yourself. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the rumors. Don't believe what they say about you. Definitely don't believe the assumptions. Don't feed into it. It's your mind, man. It's your mind. You got to make up your mind and live for your dreams. Go get yours, man. Don't let nobody slow y'all down with this nonsense, with these fear tactics, with the hype. Ignore the noise. Remember, we talked about that. Ignore the noise. And here's the reality, guys. Get out there and face the music. We got to get out here today. We got to get to the money, right? We got to get to the money. People say, Dennis, you don't talk about the fun stuff. We got to get to the money. That's the fun stuff, right? And but more importantly, man, we got to live our lives righteously, full, be happy, and don't let nobody steal our shine. Don't let nobody steal your shine while you on this grind, man. It's too personal. Your mission is too great. You got some good things going on. Keep up the momentum. It's Tuesday. We almost to the middle of the week. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Later.